Alright guys, welcome back. We're going to be solving two questions in today's video. One from the concept of force coupled system, and in the second one we're going to be solving another question regarding the 2D moments. Now let's start with the first one. So we have to replace the 3.2 kilonewtons force that is applying at point A by an equivalent force coupled system at two different points, one at point O and the other one is point B. And we need to give our answers in vector format. So we can start with our 2D shortcut. And the way we're going to do this, we can dissolve this force. We can resolve this force into two components, one in X direction and one in Y. Since we have this angle here, 30 degrees, the X component would be 3.2 cosine of 30 degrees, and the other one would be 3.2 sine of 30 degrees. So for the force coupled system, we need a force and a couple. Our force would be, since our X component is to the left, it will be negative. So minus 3.2 cosine of 30 degrees. That would be our Y component. And we have minus 3.2 sine of 30 degrees as our J. So let's find our F first. So minus 3.2 times cosine of 30, that's going to be minus 2.77. We know sine of 30 is 0.5, so minus 1.6 J. And this is going to be in kilonewton. So the force part is done. Now we have to figure out the coupled part. And for that, let's start with the moment about point A. So regardless of the point O and point B, we're going to have the same force. So we just have to find the moment about point O. And after that, we're going to find the moment about point B. So if you look at the figure, we'll see that the Y component won't make any moment about point O since it's going to pass through the point O. So no moment from the Y component, but we have the moment of X component. As we can see, will be in this direction. So it's counterclockwise, so will be positive, and the force is 3.2 cosine of 30. We're not considering any sign because we already counted for the sign in the direction of moment about point O, what I just showed. So that would be that. And for 7.5, so we have that distance here times 7.5 meter, and this is going to give us the moment about point O. So times 7.5, that's going to be 20.78. And again, the positive sign in here shows that our moment is would be assumed at the beginning counterclockwise positive. So it's positive, and the unit would be kilonewton meter and counterclockwise. So that was the moment about point O. So this is the answer for the A. And if we want to find the moment about point B, we're going to take the same approach, but this time we have the moment for both X and Y component. So let's start with the X component again. So the distance that we are interested for that moment would be the vertical distance to the line of action, which is what we have in here. And we have the distance from O to A 7.5, and B is going to be, so if we have 2 in here because of the second component or our Y component of the point B. So basically we have 7.5 minus 2, which is 5.5. So that's our distance, 7.5 minus 2. And the force would be what we had in the previous step. Again, the moment is going to be also counterclockwise about B, so this will be positive. So 3.2 cosine of 30. So that's the moment of the X component. I'm going to show the Y component different color, maybe red. So this will be the moment of red. This is also counterclockwise, so another positive moment. Again, we don't care about this negative sign in here because we are counting those in the direction of the moment. So the force is 1.6. And now we have to figure out the distance from B to here, which is basically the x component of our point B, or 6. So this will be times 6. And we just have to calculate this and we're going to get the final answer. So 3.2 cosine of 30 times 5.5 plus 1.6 times 6. And this is going to be 24.84 kilonewton meter. And it's going to be again counterclockwise since it's positive moment. And yeah, we're going to have the same force for both of these two. And this would be the answer for the first question. Let's move on to the second question. It's going to be shorter than this. So in this one, we know that the upper hinge A of the uniform cabinet door has malfunctioned, causing the entire weight of the door, which we know is 12 pounds. So we have the weight, 12 pounds, to be carried by the lower hinge B. And the question is asking for finding the couple associated with these two forces. So we have one force applying in here and the other one is in here. And the question is telling us that we can neglect this slight offset from the edge, because what's going to happen is that the door is going to go something like this. Obviously I'm exaggerating in here, but this offset that we have in here, the question is saying that we can neglect that. And yeah, we just have to find the couple associated with these two forces. So for finding the couple, it's actually pretty easy. We just have to multiply the force by the distance of these two. This is not cross product, it's just a regular product. So basically we have F times R, and we know that our force is basically 12, and the distance that we are interested between these two is the vertical distance between these two, which is what we have in here. If we go with the line of action of each of them, this distance, or where we're in the middle, and we have this length is 34 inches, and obviously the middle, because it's the weight is going to be exactly at the center because we have a rectangle. So we basically have 34 divided by 2. I think I did a mistake. So this is actually 24. So the length is 24, not 34. So we're going to have 12 times 12, which is going to be 144 pound inch. And as we can see, this is going to rotate the door in this direction, which is a clockwise direction. So we're going to put it clockwise here. And yeah, that's pretty much everything for this video. Hope everything was clear. Let me know if you guys have any questions, and we're covering 3 different textbooks for engineering mechanics in this channel. Feel free to check out the playlist and let me know if you have any specific problem that you want me to cover in the next videos. You guys take care. I'll see you in the next video. Have a good one.